Hi pals, welcome to another video. But first things first, Happy New Year. I am so excited today because, during my little downtime whenever I was with family the last few weeks, I was putting together this neighborhood, and you know what, I thought this really needs a refresh, especially with the exteriors and the interiors of these villagers' homes. So I wanted to introduce a series where I kind of go through each of my mini neighborhoods and redo all of those villagers' houses thanks to the DLC. So just giving a little walkthrough of this little neighborhood, and in it we have Purrl's house, Henry's house, Bones' house, and Fauna's house. So for the exterior, don't pay too close attention because it changes. But that's what I did for all of them. I started with that first, and we're here at Fauna's. And we go on into the inside, which is where the real fun is. And so I start by clearing everything out. I could care less for the original design. And we go a totally different direction. It's a lot brighter. We still have some warmth in there, but it's a lot of simple and white and beige. And I have little moments of green and just I guess pastels and beige. And I just barely got the glow in the dark stickers DIY, so you'll see that in a lot of these builds where I'm kind of experimenting with some custom designs and doing some window fixture things, and it does change in this one a lot. I just think this is so cute, but it's so simple, so it's not overbearing with how cute it is. It just feels very Fauna to me. And I mean, she really has it all. She's got a little bedroom, a little living room, a little dining space and kitchenette kind of thing. Here's where I changed the windows. I think I liked that more. I made it greener. Although I wish I could have had that accent wallpaper on there, but just wasn't fitting with what I wanted. And for some reason I just couldn't sit down. But the best part is just Tom Nook is just there the whole time, He's like, can we go? And then I'm just back at it again for another one. So now we're on to Purrl's home. And this one does, I think, stay. At least the exterior. And while I do, I don't hate the inside of Purrl's home, we kind of destroy it again. We just take it all out. And I go again for her favorite colors in the game, kind of gray and white. And I thought it would be cool in this one to have a bedroom situation. When you're changing your villager's home on your island, you're very limited. You can't change the size of the room and you can't add an upstairs. So I really had to pick and choose what we were gonna focus on, what living spaces we were gonna create in each of these. But I kind of liked for Purrl, she's kind of a little bit more fancy and I can just imagine this is her space. She doesn't really have people over. This is her place to get all glam and just take a moment from people. And arguably, I think she's my favorite villager at the moment. The cool thing is we end up using a lot of similar furniture. We use the antique set a little bit, just like in the old room. However, we changed it to the like dark wood. And then as I'm like kind of figuring out that last corner, I ended up just putting the antique vanity area. I'm trying to remember what it's called. But yes, that. And I put down one of the cool chairs. Life's good. And that's kind of when I knew I was almost done. Just about there. And there she is. And I just love thinking that she's just getting ready. Now we're moving on to Henry's house. And for Henry's house, I actually had him earlier on the archipelago, and I wanted to use what I did there as inspiration for the inside of his home on my island. So as you can see, like this is kind of how it looked. Again, same kind of vibe, very sleek, very elegant, kind of dark. And I wanted to do the same thing, and I kind of imagined him like in a dark rainforest setting for this build. Just to kind of give you an idea of like what was going on inside my head as I'm putting this together. So same thing, we got rid of everything for the most part. And it's about to get super dark. And I end up using the like glow-in-the-dark wallpaper. More of the glow-in-the-dark stickers. Kind of play around with that more. And I decided that you couldn't really see the black window design. So here I am kind of improvising and making my own. Because I realized that in the build you can't access the design portal. So I was like, well, I'm not leaving and coming back. So let's just go ahead and make something kind of Minecraft-esque. Kind of reminds me of the glass from Minecraft. But yeah, I was really excited to use a lot of these new 2.0 items, kind of giving these villagers the refresh they've been needing. I think I had the most fun with lighting in this one. Just like the glow of the pond, and then using different spotlights over the crafting table and in the seating area. And later where the vine chair is going. I just love like the idea of what I ended up putting there, which was hanging clothes. Just imagining like Henry's got some pretty good style, and it's kind of like the same vibe as Purrl, just like a place to go like hang out, but also like get ready, you know, and just kind of show off like a sort of like sophistication, if you will. I imagine Henry's little room is actually quite expensive. And I'm sure at this point, you know, Tom Nook is just having it with me, but Henry looks happy. You know, we're just kind of looking around. Everything's beautiful. Everything's sleek and lit beautifully, and there he is. And then on to the next one, which is for Bones. So for Bones' house, I do actually end up going back and changing the exterior on this one as well. So that means for Fauna and Bones, they have two different exteriors at the end. And for this interior, I just never understood what was going on with Bones and like the faux library thing. So we definitely like go away from that, but we do stay with that very like warm, dark wood tone aesthetic. Except I wanted that quilted bed really bad. And the vibrant one just felt fun. And I think Bones is fun. I don't see him as like this kind of dark, whatever, like librarian type. And in this one, I do end up using those black windows. So that does stay. Also, I think most people will say they really like the sloppy furniture set. However, I always feel bad because I want to use it, but for the most part, like the places I want to use it, I feel like are inappropriate because like I wouldn't use it like in Purrl's house, you know? Purrl's not sloppy, but I figured, you know, for a lazy type like Bones, I think that is just so charming, you know, just so fun. Like, and it doesn't feel out of place and it doesn't feel like an insult. It's just like he's just putting his clothes on his couch. He's good. He's got things to do. He's got to go play. He's got to go talk to the bugs on the floor, you know? I will say it is difficult for me to work with these like wood tones. I would much prefer to do like black and white or stay with like gold or silver in terms of like neutrals, but I really, really like how this turned out. I was pretty proud of myself. Then I do change the wallpaper up, and you'll never guess. We go back to the books. I guess there's just a little part of that just wanted to stay. And here I'm just accessorizing, putting the little things. And ta-da! So this is so fun. And I like to imagine Bones as having kind of like a moment with that Syrah painting. And oh, who's sitting there? Oh man, Tom Nook, everyone. But Bones looks happy, so. And that was the last interior. I'm sure Tom Nook's relieved, at least until part 2. That brings us to the exterior reveal, the whole neighborhood in action. So here we are at Fauna's exterior. And then there's Purrl's house, with a little snowman out front. Henry was outside, so I had to say hi. Look at him go. So precious. So here's the before. See, my thing is like, no longer do we have to worry about the incohesive aesthetics, you know, like with this after, like it kind of just all fits in. I wanted something very like, I don't know, neutral and modern and just fit all together for this like front neighborhood. I mean, it's so close to resident services. I just wanted it to feel like you were, you know, in the main town, which is why the houses are so close together. Well, thank you for watching, and here's till the next video and the next neighborhood refresh. And as always, welcome to nowhere.